Guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm really excited about this reading vlog. It's been a little bit since I actually recorded a reading vlog, so I'm very excited to do that. But before I get into the books and the reading update that I wanted to give you guys, I actually wanted to show you this really cute item that I bought recently. I bought this really cute bookend from Five Below, and it's this really cute ceramic pink bow bookends. These are really adorable. I just had to pick it up. I went to Five Below recently, and I just thought this would be a beautiful addition to my contemporary romance books. I'd really love to put them with my Shatter Me, but I don't know. I just think it fits like the romantic cutesy vibes. So I think I'm going to reorganize my shelves and put this with my contemporary romance. I'd really love to do that today. Unfortunately though, I do have to nap because I do work the graveyard shift tonight, so I'm going to do that probably tomorrow. But most likely I'm going to film it so that way you guys can see how I set this up. And I'm just very excited about it. So if you're interested, these are from Five Below. I highly recommend picking these up. There was quite a few at my store, but you never know at Five Below. They run out pretty quickly. So I just thought I'd show you guys. I just love how shiny it is. I love the bow. It's just so cute, and it would look perfect like with all your pink books put together. I think I'm going to do that. I'm not too sure yet. But obviously I'm going to vlog it so that way you guys can take a look on how I reorganize it. But I'm very excited to decorate with this pretty soon. So now, as far as reading update goes, I'm still on chapter 4 on Her Heart's Delights. I am going to take this to work with me and hopefully get farther along into the book. It depends how busy I am. I'm really hoping I at least get halfway done with the book, but we shall see. But I'm still intrigued by the book. And then as far as the budding read goes, we're still on chapter, I believe, 43. So we are a little bit more than the halfway point in the story, but it is so good. The last chapter on 42, it left us in a cliffhanger. So I'm very intrigued, and I'm looking forward to continuing on with the story, and we're both thoroughly enjoying the story, so I'm looking forward to continuing the buddy read, obviously. And then new books are actually for my grandma. So I picked up for her William W. Johnstone and Jane Johnstone. This one is a shotgun Johnny Western, Cold Dead Cash. This, I was just intrigued by the cover, and obviously my grandma and I were huge fans of William Johnstone. I just love his books. It's been a little bit since I actually picked up one of his books, but my grandma has read most, if not all, of his collection. We just love his style of writing. It's so like there's so much twists and turns, there's so much danger involved. It's just this rugged Wild West stories, and I love those types of stories. So I just thought I'd pick this up for her. This was actually from Walmart. And then my grandma loves Diana Palmer, and this one is Lawman. I just love the cover. I thought it was very intriguing, and my grandma can put these away no problem. She can finish these books in a day. So I just thought I'd show you guys these in case any of you are interested in these books. These were at Walmart, and she's very happy to have these now, so she's gonna start those, I'm pretty sure, pretty soon. Also, she did finish Watch Me recently, and she loves it. She was so upset because she's like, well, when's the next book coming out? And I'm like, I have no idea, we have to wait. And she was like, oh my god, how could it end like that? And I was like, I don't know, we're just gonna have to wait. So she's very excited for when the next book comes out, hopefully pretty soon. Oh, and I also want to mention, I did pre-order Ignite Me, the special collector's edition, so that should be coming in pretty soon. I'm thinking I want to unbox it in the vlog. I'll put a little picture if I remember to, so that way you guys can see it. I just need to collect special editions of Shatter Me because I just have to. It's my favorite series of all time because it's a wonderful story. It means so much to me. So I just have to pick up special editions of it, especially these. They're like a soft cloth bound, I want to say. It's very hard to describe. I've shown them before, but obviously when I get the third book, I'll do a little preview of them all together, but they are just so beautiful. So I went ahead and ordered Ignite Me, and I'm very excited for that to come in, and I'm very excited to do the unboxing. So yeah, I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow in the morning, and if not, a little bit in the afternoon after I wake up, but I will see you all later.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Ooh, look at these. These look good.
Yeah,
They're
but that's orphan.
I think we should get these.
Huh?
Should we get these?
Yes,
These look good.
and the open one too.
Go ahead and get this one. We're gonna get these 3.
Okay. I'll get this one too.
I'm definitely gonna get this.
$1.25.
Look at
A true fantasy masterpiece
Oh, wow.
by Saba Tahir. Oh, I'm excited about this one. Oh, I'm definitely getting this one. Claim to the sword or break it. Whoa, that looks so good. This one looks really good. I'm gonna get this one.
Hey guys, so it is actually the next day, but I do have a reading update for you guys, and I'm so excited to talk about this book because I have been putting this book off, not intentionally, but I haven't been able to get to this book even though I really, really wanted to. But I'm so happy I got to continue reading this book at work. Luckily, it was a slow night, so I got so much reading done. I am now on chapter 11 and I'm on page 167, and it is so good right now. I'm at that part where I'm a little bit. Actually, I am far along in the book. I only need literally 12 chapters to go. I believe it only goes up to chapter 23, so about 12 chapters. But I am almost finished with the book, and it is a quick and easy read, and I'm so excited to continue the story. I just want to hurry up and know what happens. But I'm already at the part where our main character, Cammy, is basically having arguments back and forth with her neighbor, who is basically her nemesis at this point because it is an enemies to lovers story, in case you didn't know. But her and Adam are just butting heads at this point, and this guy, he is just going above and beyond to kind of scare her off the property, and he is just going above and beyond. He is going to the extremes, scaring her. There's been skunk situations, there's been what he calls bear grease issues, but it's literally bear poop. But there's been not an issue, there's been an incident with that. So an incident with the skunks, an incident with the bear grease. What else has there been? There's been a snake scare. This guy just don't give up. He is just determined to get her off the property and scare her back to Virginia. But she is determined. And what I like about Cammy is that she gives it right back to him. She does not hold back. And then she gives it to him back and then some. So I'm so excited to continue reading the book. It is just funny. I laughed so many times at work. So I'm very looking forward to continuing this read at work. I'm bringing this, and I'm pretty sure I can finish this, if not tonight before I leave for work. No, honestly, I take that back. I have to go in early because we had a call out, so I will be leaving in a couple hours earlier than what I usually do. But I'm definitely going to take this book with me, and I'm going to continue the read. It is so good so far. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So that is my reading update for now. I do want to do my shelves before I leave, or before I take my nap before I leave for work, but I do have a little bit of a book haul for you guys. So earlier when I woke up from my nap, I had a haircut appointment, and right next to the beauty salon there's a Dollar Tree. So of course me and my grandma have to pop in, and I bought some books. I was so happy because there hasn't been a big selection of books recently for some odd reason. I haven't had much luck, but I wanted to show you guys the books I did find. So first, I found this beautiful fantasy book. It is hardcover. It is huge, you guys. Look how big this book is. For Dollar Tree price, you cannot beat it. And I was just like, I know this author, Victoria Aveyard. Like, I know who she is. I just couldn't place her. Duh. And then when I came home, I was like, she's the author of the Red Queen series, the fantasy series that I hauled recently with these books. And I was like, that's where I know her from. So I was so excited that I found her book, this one. It's a new fantasy, I believe. I don't know if this is a new release, but I never heard it talked about before, or at least I haven't heard it talked about on BookTube. But I love what it says in the back, and it says, claim the sword or break it. So I was like, oh my god, no way. And then look at the map. It's beautiful. I actually didn't see the full on. So under the dust jacket, it's just black, but it's still beautiful. So you have just a solid black color, but then the end pages. Look at this gorgeous map. Isn't it so cool? And it's also in the back. So I was like, I need this. I have to pick this up for $1.75. I was like, yes, please. So, and I was so excited that it's from the same author who wrote the other fantasy series. And it was just, I don't know, it was just meant to be. It was just, I walked in there and I went to the books and I found some hidden gems. I'm really looking forward to reading this book. I will hopefully pick this up soon after I read this series. This one right here. So I'm hoping to continue this one. I believe this is book 1. I'd have to double check, but I really do believe this is the book one of this fantasy series, and I'm looking forward to reading it. So I just thought I'd pick this up and show you guys. And then this next book, I actually picked up for my grandma. It is called Cowboy Crazy by Joanne Kennedy. And this one looks really, really interesting. We love our Western romances in this household. We just love reading about Western romances, historical or modern, whatever it is. But we just love this kind of storyline. And I thought it was really cute. And it says, she thought she left the country for good, but one wild cowboy brings her back to her roots. So that sounded really intriguing. So I just thought I'd pick this up for Graham. I'll probably give it a go when she's finished with it. But this was really good. A really good find at Dollar Tree. And then I found a couple of historical fiction books. So we have Women of the Post by Joshua Sanders. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that name. But it is a World War II historical fiction novel, and I'm very looking forward to reading this. Just really was intrigued by the cover and obviously the era. I love reading about World War II. Just the history of it and stories based on that time. I just love reading about it. So obviously I had to pick this up. And then we also have The Paris Deception by Brian Turnbull. This one looked really good as well. This is also a historical fiction. I believe it's based on World War II. Yes, World War II historical fiction. And just look at the cover. Isn't it pretty? It's just as pretty as this one. I haven't heard anybody talk about these books. So I was just like, oh my God, how come I haven't heard of these before? I don't know if they're new releases, but I'm so intrigued. And I'm definitely going to get to these books pretty soon. At least I'd like to in the next few months. But these are definitely going to be a priority read for me. And then we have another one. This one is called The Dutch Orphan by Ellen Keith. This one again looks really good. And World War II era. And it says, in the dark shadow of war, a woman offers shelter to a Jewish baby at grave risk to her own life and that of her sister. Ooh, that sounds so good. So I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. And these are just awesome books. They look good. They look really good. So for Dollar Tree to have these, I was just so excited. I was freaking out. I was just like, oh my God, we need these. So I picked these up. And then lastly, this one looks like a fun one. It's called A Spinster's Guide to Danger and Dukes by Amanda Collins. This one is a cutie. Just look at that cover. I'm actually going to add this to my TBR because I think what I'm going to do with my cute bow bookends is I'm going to make that shelf my designated TBR. I'm going to move things around because, again, I don't want to set a specific TBR because I'm going based off my mood right now. But just look at this color. I love the color of the book. It's just really cute. I'm expecting it to be funny. And again, at Dollar Tree, it's kind of a hit or miss sometimes. But I'm looking forward to picking this one up for sure. So I just thought I'd show you guys my little Dollar Tree haul. And I'm very excited to get to these books. So as far as my reading plans go, I'm going to continue reading this book. And then I'm not sure which book I'm going to pick up next. But I think once I move my books around and I set up my TBR, I'll get like a general idea of which book I'm going to read next. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish this. If not tonight, then maybe tomorrow. But I would really love to finish this during this vlog. This would be so exciting if I did. I just feel so good about myself. But anyway, I don't have anything really planned before I nap except fix my shelves. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I will take my nap for like a very short nap. And then I will head out to work early. So I will have plenty of time, I hope, to finish the book. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started with reorganizing my shelves. I don't know if I'm going to set my whole tripod because I don't have that much time. But I think I'll just play around with it. And then I'll show you guys how it comes out at the end. So obviously I don't have too much time, but this is kind of what I'm working with right now. So what I think I'm going to do is this shelf right here is I'm going to take all the books off and I'm going to move my Hello Kitty and my Funko Pop here. And then I think I'm just going to make this shelf my designated TBR. And then I'll show you guys. I'm sorry if the lighting is terrible, but this is just what I'm working with right now. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get started with that. Okay, so I set you guys up on my bookshelf that's right here. I don't know if the lighting is too dark, but we're just going to go ahead and work with it because I don't have that much time. But anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and put like a song in the background as I'm doing this. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. So this is how it came out. I think it looks really cute. So we have the Red Queen series. They're probably out of order, but that's fine. It's just I'm kind of in a rush, but roughly that's how it looks. And then Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover and Verity, If You Have Been With Me, A Curse for True Love, Bobby Smith, Lady Deception, Linda Lay Miller. We have Emma and the Outlaw, Caroline and the Raider, and Lily and the Major. And I remembered I wanted to read those books, so that's why I put them there. But roughly this is how she's looking. Again, I know it's all out of order. Even these are out of order, but I'm just kind of in a rush. But I want to show you guys how it's looking so far, and I think it came out pretty cute. Okay, so I think the lighting is a little bit better from here. I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to get a good angle, but I'm holding you with my iPad and it gets really heavy holding it with one hand. But that's how she's looking. I think it looks really, really cute so far. I'm very happy with it. So for right now, that's how my TBR shelf is going to stay. But I love the bookends. I just think it looks really girly and really cute. But for now, this is all I have time for the time being. I do have to get going, unfortunately, because I do have to take a short nap and then I have to head to work early. But for now, I'm going to put the rest of the books that are on my bed. I'm just going to place them on my shelves, not in any particular order. I'm just going to place them wherever they fit, then take my nap. And yeah, that is all I have time for right now. That's all I have to do for the time being. But I will catch you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, so today it is actually Sunday and it is a little late in the evening, but I did in fact finish reading Her Heart's Delight, and I want to give this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. The only reason it is not a perfect 5 for me is because towards the end, to me, the ending dragged on a little bit. That's the only reason why it's not a perfect 5, but overall this was a very, very enjoyable read. And I will say that the characters, I do love their banter. I do love the enemies to lovers trope. The author did a very, very good job. But I just didn't feel connected to the characters for some reason. I just didn't feel a strong bond with them. And it's not that I have to connect to every character I read. That's not necessarily the case. But for some reason, this wasn't like a For the Roses for me, or Lady Deception, or even kind of like the Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. If you read any of those books, you'll know what I'm talking about. This didn't exactly hit that mark for me, but overall, it was still a great read. It's a solid read. I would recommend this book if you want to give historical romance a try. I would give this one as a recommendation, but obviously I have way more recommendations. But this one was good for a start off for me, for a warm-up, to kind of get back into the historical romance genre, because I haven't read one of those books in a while. But this was a good solid read, so I want to give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I don't know if I'll necessarily go back to read it over and over again, but I'm really happy that I read this book. I'm really happy I finally got a chance to read it. And I still want to keep it in my collection. I don't want to give it away. I still love them enough to keep the book, but I just don't know if this is necessarily the book I'd read over and over again. Only because, for me, in my opinion, I've read other ones or other historical romances where I feel like I have to go back to them every now and again. And this one just isn't that for me, but it's still a good, solid read. So I highly recommend checking this book out. It was really, really good. So that is my reading update for now, but I do want to update my reading journal because I'm very excited about doing that, and then I'll go ahead and end the vlog now. But let's just go ahead and update my reading journal and my reading tracker. So I just thought it'd be fun to vlog this moment, and let's just go ahead and get started with that. Okay, so obviously, as you guys just saw, I just finished updating my reading planner and my reading tracker. So I have filled in the book that I have completed, and I'm just really happy with the way it's coming out. Obviously, I'd love for all of this page to be colored, but so far it's looking pretty good, and I'm very happy with it. And then I also updated my reading list on my little nice reading tracker here on this little bookmarker. I think it looks really, really good so far, and I'm almost at the bottom, which is really nice. So I want to count how many books that I have read so far. I'm not going to count my buddy read, but so far, I have read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books so far read. Oh my God. I am so, so happy with that number. That makes me so happy. I'm not trying to necessarily read like 100 books in one go or just like quickly get to 100. I'm not trying to do that, but that is so nice that I have read up to 10 books this year so far. That makes me really, really happy, especially considering that I work, I'm still studying for boards and all that good stuff, but this number really, really makes me happy. So I'm very pleased with that number. And I hope I continue to fill this up. And I wouldn't mind if I actually keep going with this. So I'm very, very excited about that. So yeah, that is all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. Once again, I had a lot of fun and I'm so happy I got to finish another book. That just makes me feel so good. But I'm actually not going to reveal the book that I'm going to pick up next. That is actually going to be in another vlog. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me once again. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing y'all next time. Bye!